Shalom, shalom, shalom. Kahalaim la Yah Bashim Ashab Bashim. Kakodash Daban said possibly millstone. Citation to the election. Scatter abroad, man. Um, and you know what I'm saying? As we come close to the end, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see more and more bullshit transpire on earth. This is why we need to get the fuck up out of here. We need to get the fuck up out of America, man. All right, America's a fucking prison house. All right, it's a free for all for the fucking white man and the woman. All right, it's a fucking paradise. All right, but it was designed to keep the Israelite man in slavery. All right, that's what really, because the so-called white man, what you have to understand. All right, and you faggots in the fucking world, you individuals that's in the world, not that shit. You play into the white man's world. You play into his fucking hands. All right, because he wants to see your nation down, and mainly the man of your nation. He don't care about liberating the woman. Just let her fucking run free. Let her just do whatever the fuck she feels. All right, because he knows that once she's free, the nation is destroyed. Because then the generations after are destroyed. There's all kind of lawlessness and disorder and shit. All right, but the main target, okay, is the Israelite man. He's the main target. He's the target. This is why they pull you over and pull out guns on you and shit. You know, you minding your business, and they fucking they trying to murder you. Okay, the target is not the woman. That you never seen no fucking woman get beat up by the fucking police. You never seen that shit. You never seen a so-called black woman get drugged by the fucking cops, and they said she was a threat to society. You're not a threat. The threat is the Israelite man. All right, he's the threat. He's the threat to the so-called white man's kingdom. This is everything you see right around you is owned by the so-called white man. All right, even you. That's why you have a birth certificate and a social security number. Okay, that attaches you to the state when you're born. So we're here in America serving out our captivities, man. Okay, this is punishment. This is why we're not set in power as we are. You think the so-called white man is going through what we're going through? No, he's not. He's not going through none of that shit. He's not going through none of that shit. He got his woman. He got his children. He got his lover. If he wants to have a fucking a man, he can have a fucking man. He can have whatever he wants because it's his place. If he wants to go to college, he could go to fucking college. He could go do whatever he wants to fucking do. All right. If he wants to go hump a horse, he could go hump a horse. Okay. But you as an Israelite man, you got to work 17 times harder than he does to achieve any fucking thing in this world. Okay. This is why the scripture says, sigh and cry for the abomination that be done in the midst of everything that happens in society. For the most part, is confusion, wickedness, adultery, sodomy, all kind of just dysfunction. Okay. And this is allowed by the so-called white man, because the so-called white man himself is a faggot. All right, he's a down low, dirty person. He's a down low individual. The scripture say the spirit that's in him is not upright. He's not an upright man. Okay, and as the ruler of the people is, as the ruler is, so is the people. So all the people are falling under the vibration of the so-called white man. They're falling underneath his spirit. All right, he doesn't have an upright spirit, man. He doesn't have an upright spirit. He doesn't have a righteous bone in his body. So what does he push to the people? Wickedness, vibration. All right. He pushes evil. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's like the so-called white man. He pushes vibration of evil, a vibration of sin, of death, of this disorder. That's what he pushes to the earth. He doesn't push righteousness on the earth. He pushes everyone to be a lesbo, everyone to be a weirdo. Just do what you want, Liolo. And he pays the entertainers, the rappers, the people, you know, all these people, man. All these social media influencers, they're all they're all into it with the devil. They're all, whether they know it or not. Okay, they push Jesus Christ, they push LGBTQ rights, they push women's liberation, they push feminism, abortions, all this shit that's wicked, that's against the scriptures. They push, you know, getting you lined up, having men having long hair, You know, men wearing women's clothes, women wearing men's clothes, all things that are abomination to according to the law. All right, all these things are abominations according to the law. You know, so so yeah, we got to get up out of here, man. We got to get up out of here. This is why the scriptures say the world that's to come is for the few, but this world's for many. This world's for everybody. This world is for, you know, anybody could just become a star in this world. Anybody. All you got to do is have some fucked up facial features and make a hit song like Fetty Wap, man. Or you know, like how many people made it in this world, so-called made it, you know, just by doing some dumb shit, dumb prank. These nuts. You know, you become an internet sensation, and then you become. This world is full of folly, just idiots running around doing nothing. Just a bunch of idiots. Just a bunch of fucking plastic women with shit with battery grease in their ass. You know, fake this, fake that, fake hair, nail, illness. Everything is fake, man. The personality is fake. They're not even real. Everything is just fake, man. Everything's just fake. Then the dudes, they're a bunch of fucking simps, man. They're a bunch of just degenerates, man. You know, you look at these father figures that they have in this fucking world, and they're a bunch of fucking just low lifes, man. They're a bunch of just low lifes. They're just there to be painted on the wall and as an ATM, as a checkbook. Here, just pay for every fucking thing. Just go ahead and pay for every fucking thing. You don't have no say. You don't have no nothing. You don't have nothing to say. You just allow you got a little daughter. You let her be a whore. You know, you let her just do whatever she wants to do. You know, dress like a skank. You know, and then you wonder why she gets grabbed up by some dude. Or she goes and she has fucking 3 kids at 21, you know? Why? Because you wasn't there to do nothing. You just sat there like a goddamn wallflower. All right, and that's the people of that's the men of our society, man. Either they're Pookie or Ray Ray, some gangsters, some gangster gremlin niggas, because they ain't have no daddy, but they're raised by their mama, emotional, join some gang, or there's some college preppy nigga that is just like a doormat for his woman to walk off fucking over him. Yeah. And just a checkbook. Here, spend my money. Just go ahead and spend all my shit. You know, on dumb shit, designer bags and this and that, and the vacations, so she could go and pop some other dude. So she could let another dude bust all in her face. That's what happens in this world, you know. This is what we're dealing with here in America. And mainly our people, okay? Because the heathens, they do whatever the hell they want to do, because they're the wicked. Especially Esau. He's the fucking wicked. He's the devil. You know, he's the damn devil. But you tribes, you're supposed to be coming back to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. You're supposed to be doing the will of the Lord. This is why the Lord's gonna kill most of you. He's gonna get rid of you because you ain't good for nothing. You ain't good for nothing but being niggas. That's all you're good for. That's all you're good for. Eating pork, shrimp, lobster, having cookouts, eating shit all day long, stuffing your face with shit, smoking weed, you know, that's all you're good for. That's all you're good for, man. Talking shit. And when it comes to doing righteousness, you have no idea. You got no earthly idea what it is you're supposed to be doing. Who's your God? What's your nationality? Okay, but you do know you do know how to flip a brick. You do know how to roll a blunt. You do know how to steal from the government, or steal from your brother, finesse this system. You know, you know how to do all that shit. You know how to get a tattoo and make it look like, you know, a work of art. You know, you know how to get all kind of heathenistic hairstyles in your fucking head. Got you looking like a goddamn cyborg. All these different colors in your shit. You know what the next sneaker that's dropping, the next moon boot looking like Ronald McDonald on your shit. You know, that's what you do know, but you don't know. You don't know the truth. And you don't know the Most High, which is the most important thing. Okay, you know how to steal your man's wife, how to take him, you know, how to get a PPP loan. That's what you do know. You know, it says Sirach 14 and verse 8. It says, "The envious man hath a wicked eye, and he turneth away his face and despiseth men. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion. The iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul." Yeah, so your soul is dried up, man. Most of you, all right? Even some of you in the truth. I look at some of you, and you ain't got the spirit of the Lord on you. You got the spirit of the fucking world on you, man. You in the club partying every fucking night, like we're in 1980, you know, like we're in Soul Train. You got these white women with you. All my haters are tricks, and everybody's hating on me because I'm a Mac Daddy. You know, it's man, shut the fuck up, man. You know, and then ain't nobody saying nothing to you, man. Oh, just party it up and shit. The scripture says it's better to go to house of mourning than a house of mirth. You're not really into these scriptures, man. You're into the fucking world. The scriptures say either a man's gonna be a friend of the world or he's gonna be an enemy of the world. You have to choose. You have to choose whether you want to be a fucking friend of this goddamn world or you want to serve the Lord all the way. You can't have one foot in the world and one foot out. Yeah, it's cool. You can go to the club once in a while. You know, maybe if you want to, you know, that there ain't no place that you should be anyways. You're a spiritual man. You're around a bunch of chlamydia having hoes, you know, you're around a bunch of bottle service bitches and all this stink rancid box all over the place. You got dudes in there with guns and, you know what I'm saying, niggas smoking weed. It's just folly, man. You're a spiritual man. What are you doing there, man? What concord does Yahushua have with Belial, huh? What? You don't got nothing to do with these people. What are you going to talk to them about? I mean, you want to get some, you want to get some cheeks and shit like that, whatever. Hey, but you can do, I mean, you don't necessarily have to go to the damn club, or you don't have to go. Anyways, whatever. That's your business, okay? But a spiritual man is going to be involved in the work of the Lord. Matter of fact, this is Sirach 39:1. It says, "He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High is occupied in the meditation thereof, and will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients, and be occupied in prophecy." You're supposed to be occupied in prophecy. You're not supposed to be occupied in what the fucking world is occupied in. Partying every night, getting drunk all the time. You're not supposed to be getting super drunk every fucking day, every other night. You know, getting drunk and drunk and drunk and drunk. That messes with your mind. Your body's messed up, man. Your spirit is all fucked up because you all drunk all the time, man. Yeah, the Lord drank, but he wasn't an alcoholic, man. The Lord was not an alcoholic. The Lord was not a drunkie. The Lord was not out there trying to get a bunch of women and shit like that. The Lord was not about that. The Lord was about his Father's business, and we must be about our Father's business. And we ain't about this fucking world's business. We're about the Father's business. You niggas, you not. A lot of you call yourself being in the truth. You're not about the Father's business. You about the flesh. You about pleasing your flesh and getting your rocks off, and making people. Oh, I'm a pimp and I'm a Mac Daddy. Who you want to be? You want to be Future? Or you want to be like the Apostle Paul? Or you want to be like you want to be like Peter? You want to be like one of the disciples? The word disciple means discipline, man. Discipline, man. Discipline, man. You got the spirit of the fucking woman on you. The flesh, and I'm gonna look good, and but let them do that shit, man. They're women, all right? The Lord didn't give them understanding. Let them do all that dumb shit. You're supposed to be a fucking man. You're supposed to take care of the business of the Lord, not be a fucking a pretty boy and all this different shit, man. Leave that shit in the world, man. Leave that bullshit in the world, man. Oh, look how fly I am and shit. We're not in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're not in the kingdom of heaven, man. We're not out of the woods yet. We're not in the kingdom for you to be flashy and looking all good and shit. Okay, cool. You know, if you got the means to do it, cool. But 9 times out of 10, when I see Jake that's all into themselves and shit like that, they're not in the spirit of the Lord, because a true spiritual man is not gonna be worried about all that shit, everything matching and, you know, making sure everything's good. I got my line up and shit, man. That's bullshit. That's some feminine bullshit, man. You know, that's some feminine there's some feminine shit, man. You involved in all that shit. It says Sirach 32:9, he will keep the sayings of the renowned men, and where subtle parables are, there will he be also. And he will seek out the secrets of grave sentences and be conversant in dark parables. And he will serve amongst great men and appear before princes. And he will travel through strange countries, for he hath tried the good and the evil amongst men. Right. And to do all that, man, you ain't gonna be all involved in this world and trying to get the NBA All-Star Weekend and fly to watch all these different fights and do all this shit like an Instagram model, man. You know, these Instagram hoes, they be in Aruba, and then they go to fucking the Cayman Islands, and then they go to this place and that place and this place, taking pictures and look at me and and all this shit. That's completely out of order anyways, man. That's completely out of order, man. Fucking woman hoeing around and doing all this shit. You're in the spirit of the woman, man. Yeah, look at me on vacation and look at that. At the end of the day, you're still a slave. You're still a slave. You're still a slave. What you think, you're gonna escape the curses? You can't escape these curses, man. You can't escape these curses because you think you made a little bit of money. The only way to get out of these curses is by way of this truth. The Lord's got to redeem us out of this thing, man. When we're in the kingdom, we can laugh and joke and play around all we want to, man. And we could kick an Edomite in his fucking teeth, and we could have all kind of women that we want to have. But here in this place, we got to suffer, man. We're suffering. All right. You can't get what you want to get in this place. You can't do what you want to do in this place. You can't have 50 wives in this place. You can't do it. Even fucking Floyd Mayweather, one of these niggas, they can't do that shit, man. They're still a nigga. At the end of the day, they're still a nigga. They still got to abide by the white man's laws. They still got to play by his rules, man. Okay. We're in this place, motherfucking suffering. We're gods on the earth, and we got a fucking request. If it's possible, I could take you on a date. Can I take you? What the fuck is that, man? I gotta take you. Can I take you on a date? And you gotta go in there and spend all this money and just play around for something that another nigga didn't have. That's out of order, man. But here it is. We're under the curses, man. We're under the curses. You got to go and ask the white man, can I take out a loan so I could buy a house, so I could get an apartment, so I could get a fucking car? The fuck is that, man? This fucking devil done stole every fucking thing, and now here it is. We got to go and ask him for the one of all things. Hey, can I go to your college so I could possibly get a job, so I could go in debt and possibly get a job at your motherfucking university? Everything in this place is vexation, man. Every fucking thing. All right, it's all to vex you, man, and to make your life difficult. You know, and then they expect you to be like, hey, yeah, America's great, and yeah, but boom, boom, boom. We would just be happy to be here. Forget about slavery. Forget about all this different bullshit that you got to see and hear and do all this shit, man. That's why scriptures say Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. All right, we're surrounded by nothing but bullshit, man. Everywhere you look, it's just nothing but bullshit. And if your eyes are open, you can't help but to see everything, man. Everything is just ridiculous. You turn on the fucking TV, everything is just bullshit. There's a bunch of trannies and a bunch of naked dudes, and you know what I'm saying? Everybody's oiled up and touching on each other, and they're doing all kind of shit. Everything is the same. Everything just becomes boring. You already know what the plot of the shit is going to be. You already know what's going to happen. Everything is just bullshit. When you're a kid, when you know, ignorance is bliss. You don't know nothing, so everything is happy. You know, you don't even see past the things that they're trying to show you. All right, you don't even realize where you are, what you're doing. You're just living, you know, you're just a free spirit. Okay, this is why you see the women having so much fun, and the people of this world, they have so much fucking fun because they're just, you know, they're just completely stupid. The more wise you are, the more angry you are. The more wise, the more the Lord levels up. When King Solomon asked the Lord for wisdom, he became wiser, but it came with what? A lot of grief. It came with a lot of grief, and it came with a lot of turmoil, man. Okay? Because once your eyes are open, you see so much. You see so much, man. You see it. You can't unsee it. You see so much evil, and you're open to all these things, man. You know? You're open to all. You see the people. You meet these people. Hey, you see the demons on them. You know. You see the fakeness on them. You see the shit on them. Right. So everything is just off in the society, man. Everything is off, and we need the Lord Yahweh Shai to come back and establish order in this place. Establish the righteousness in this place. Okay. Because this place is just upside down, man. This place is upside down. Righteousness has to flourish on the earth, man. If not, man, this place, the scripture say no flesh left to be saved. This place is hell. Okay, which is a condition of difficulty, man. A sporting event. You can't enjoy anything, man. You can't enjoy anything here, man. Everything is just for a moment. Everything is brief. Everything is brief. Everything is brief. It's for a moment. It's slight. It's half-ass. Everything is just whack, man. It's mid. Everything is fucking mid. You can't really own anything, you know. Everything is temporary. Everything is rented, you know. Nothing is truly yours. All right. This place is wicked, man. But at the end of the day, we have the only thing that's pure is this word. That's the only thing that's pure is the word. Okay. Now you fucking so-called Christians, you don't know the word, man. You're completely in this world. You belong to the congregation of the dead. You so-called Christians, all you black niggas in the black church, all you clowns out there that's running around professing Jesus Christ and all that, you're in the world. You're in the congregation of the dead. Because you ain't no better than Esau, man. You worship Esau's religion. That's the so-called white man's religion, Christianity. Mormonism, Jehovah Witness, 7-Day Adventist, all that shit. All that shit goes back to the Roman Catholic Church, which means universal. All means all encompassing. Okay. It says Proverbs 11 and verse 27. It says, "He that diligently seeketh good procureth favor." So we want favor from the Lord, and we're seeking good. Okay. To seek good means what? To seek the Lord, the truth, right? The right thing. You know. It says, "But he that seeketh mischief, it shall come unto him. He that trusteth in riches shall fall." Okay. That's why we don't trust in the riches of this world, because those things are gonna melt away and be done away with, man. The money, the you know, the cars, the clothes, the whole, all that shit, man. All that bullshit of the world, you know, cryptocurrency, all that is gonna be done away with. It's not gonna be no more. Okay. So it says, "But the righteous shall flourish as a branch." And who are the righteous? The elect, starting with the prophets and then the believers. You know, some of you righteous, your brothers that believe, you know, and you the women that's with you, and you know, some children up in there, you know, part of that mixed multitude, part of the multitude is gonna be saved and delivered, man. All right, but as we know, man, you know, there's very few that's of that number. As the wave is greater than the drop, the wave is symbolic for the 2/3 and the rest of these people, because the majority of these people are wicked. Okay, they're wicked. You know, they're wicked. They're wicked as all hell. They ain't right. You know, these people ain't right, and they're demons, and they deserve to be destroyed, man. They deserve to be destroyed. May the Lord destroy you, man. May the Lord destroy each and every one of you niggas, man, and you fucking evil women, man. You know, because there ain't nobody exempt. Ain't nobody exempt from the judgment. You better get correct with Yahweh Shai. All right. Because the only reason we're here alive on this earth is to do the will of the Lord and to serve the Lord. All right. We're not here to fucking lollygag, party, and bullshit and be and you could call it overreaction. You could call it what you want to call it. But at the end of the day, we fear the Most High, and we want to do the Lord's will. The scripture say in the Lord's Prayer, "Let your will be done on heaven as on earth as it is in heaven." All right, let your will be done, man. So we want the will of the Lord to be done. Okay, because that's going to be for the healing of the world, not just Israel, but everybody's going to be good. Okay, if Israel's going to be on top, but even the other nations going to be better off than they are now. You other nations, you got to kiss Esau's ass to get anything. You got to abide by this devil's rule. The scripture say, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. People are in mourning, man. This fucking devil has been waging war for I don't know how many years. They said 93% of when America has been a country, they have been at war. You got the Vietnam War in the 60s. You got the Iran, Afghanistan conflicts. You got World War II, World War I, all these different wars, man. This fucking devil has been involved in every year, every day. He has to be involved in a war. He has to be murdering somebody. He has to be dropping a bomb. He has to be you know, causing conflict, man. Sending a goddamn earthquake to somebody, man. Doing wickedness, man. And the world just sit back and ha, everybody's great and now, man, we're under captivity, man. Everyone is in captivity under the devil, under Esau. Well, we're in power. You nations ain't gonna be getting bombs dropped on you, man. Unless you don't take heed to the laws of the Most High, which are the laws gonna govern the earth. The scripture say in Revelation 2:27, it said we're gonna rule the nations with a rod of iron, man. Okay, which means we're gonna be austere. If we gotta put your ass down, we're gonna put you down. But we're gonna be fair with you. Esau's not fair. Esau's not fair, man. This nigga Esau, man, he does all kind of evil. He does all kind of evil and then hides his hand, acts like he's the world's god, the world police, and he cares about the world and all this fucking shit, man. And the UN, we're here for as peacekeeping initiatives and all this different shit, man. You devils are the problem of the earth. You're the cancer of the earth. You're the reason why there's so many trannies running around. You're the reason why there's so much bullshit, all these diseases, AIDS, and all this different nonsense, man. Chlamydia, gonorrhea, man, the list goes on and on. When we were in the ancient world, there was no such thing as all this bullshit. Okay, as all this, but you didn't have so much cancer being propagated on Earth, man. You didn't have lead poisoning every fucking where. You didn't have chemical spills in the ocean, whales beaching themselves. You didn't have whole rainforest going missing. Whole rainforest gone missing. Okay, you have animals extinct, man, meaning they no longer exist because you didn't took all their food from them to build your goddamn houses, to build your skyscrapers and shit, man, to build your publicity, to build your roads, your canals, your transit area, your highways. Okay, you destroyed the environment, man. You've destroyed the earth. The scripture say, "I will destroy them that destroy the earth." You've done evil to the planet Earth, man. And this is the Lord's footstool. This is one of the Lord's prized possessions, the earth. The earth was a paradise before you devils took it over, man. The earth was a beautiful paradise where it was nothing but beauty, man. It was green. The scriptures describe it as the Garden East of Eden. It was a green place, man, full of beauty, man. And look at it now. It's just full of death. It's dark, man. It's a dark place, dystopia, where there's nothing. It's nothing but crime and tears and all this different shit, man. People suffering. They can't pay their bills. The average American can't pay their goddamn bills. They can't. They'd be lucky if they could take a vacation once a year. They get 2 weeks off. They'll be lucky if they're able to even have a car or a place to stay. And here it is, you got billionaires, man, taking flights, you know what I'm saying, to the moon, to stars, throwing their money in people's faces and shit. You got 50,000 homeless people in LA, 100,000 homeless people, man, in LA. You got homeless people over here, homeless people every major city in America. You got all kind of ghettos and shit. The city's falling apart. The roads are falling apart. The infrastructure, the bridges are all messed up. But then you got some devils sitting up there eating good, living good. These devils are living real good, real deliciously, while you people, you're suffering. You go to these other countries, they got fucking garbage piles, you know what I'm saying, 100 feet tall. Islands worth of trash in the Pacific Ocean. You think the Lord is not watching this thing? The Lord's just sitting back and he ain't saying nothing. Man, the Lord's gonna get busy, and starting with you devils, man. The Lord's gonna get busy, and you other heathen nations, you messing up the earth too, because you ain't nothing but polluting the world. Like Elam, man. You go over there to Ganges River, it's full of shit all over the place, man. They're taking baths and shit. They're throwing garbage everywhere, man. They're just destroying the earth. The poor animals, every time they see us, man, the animals just flock to us, man. Please save us, man. Please help us. The poor animals, man. The dogs, it's a spiritual thing. The dogs, every time brothers be teaching, man, the dogs just be coming up. They be on a leash, and the dogs be trying to, like, they don't even know us, but they be, I was at the zoo like months ago, like 8 months ago. Man, there was a bunch of deers, man. I was just walking with my woman and shit, man. We was walking, and a bunch of deers just came up there, and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm looking at you." These animals are spiritual. They're more spiritual than you fucking people. These animals are spiritual, man. Matter of fact, let me get that. Okay, the scripture say the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. A wise man regarded the life of the beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. The wicked, man, they don't regard the life of the beasts, man, or the animals, or the grass, or nothing, man. All they want is fucking capitalism. All they want is to keep building McDonald's, Burger King, GMO processed plants. That's all they want to do. They don't give a damn about the environment, man. They don't care about no global warming, even though they talk about that shit. They don't care about that. Think they care about that? They don't care about that. That's why I was watching the documentary. The Great Salt Lake is melting, man. It's basically disappeared. The snow caps up there in Antarctica, the North Pole, right up there in the North Pole, man. Mad glaciers just disappear melting into the water, which make the sea level rise, man. That's why you got coastlines that are disappearing underneath the ocean. Because you devils are messing up the earth, man. You're destroying the earth. Okay? You're just destroying the earth, man. You ain't making the world no better place, man. Okay, it says Romans 8:19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. So the earnest expectation of the creature, which is the earth, the animals, the the ecosystem, is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Okay, the world is going to be healed through us, but first it has to be cleansed by fire. The purifying agent, which is the thermonuclear missiles, that's going to purge out all death, sin, and wickedness, man. And we're going to come back down on this earth when the Lord brings us back through the ships, through the UFOs, right? The Lord's going to beam us up into the UFOs so we can avoid the destruction. Scripture saying Isaiah 26:20, enter ye into my chambers, and enter ye my people into the secret chambers, while the indignation be overpassed, right? For a moment. All right. And then the Lord's going to drop us back down on the earth, and we're going to rule the earth, and we're going to clean the earth up, and we're going to sever men of continual employment to work. We're going to have you other nations working to clean up the mess that you've made. You made a mess of this earth, man. You made a mess. You're bad managers of the earth, man. Horrible. You're horrible managers. And we're going to show you how it's done. All right. We're going to show you devils how it's done. We're going to show you useless heathens how it's done. Because you're useless, man. All right. The only thing you was created for is to be slaves. Okay. You wasn't created to run Fortune 500 companies and run tech startups and all this shit. You look at them now. Look at these heathens. They're sitting up there at Facebook and this tech Silicon Valley, and they're up there thinking they're calling the shots and shit. They're we're gonna do this for the earth, and we're gonna do that. We gotta produce this cattle, and we gotta move this land here, man. You niggas, you got no business planning nothing, man. I was watching this video about how these sand niggas, these Arabs, they was gonna go build some Mecca city in the middle of Riyadh, some huge downtown. They're gonna spend all this money to make this shit all luxurious. All that shit's gonna come to naught. All that shit's gonna come to naught. Because the blessing that the Lord gave you is gonna be taken away. It's gonna be taken away. All that fatness, all that shit that y'all, all the fatness, all the money that y'all got right now. You got all this oil money. You got all this stolen land. All this rape, pillage land is all going to be taken away from you, to be given to us. And we're going to do what we have to do with it. Because we're going to manage it properly, man. According to the word of the Most High. It says Ezekiel 39:13. Yeah, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be known to them, and it shall be a renown the day that I shall be glorified, saith the Lord God. And they shall sever out men of continual employment. Yeah, so you devils ain't going to be unemployed in the kingdom. You're going to be employed. You're going to have a job, meaning you're going to be slaves. You're going to be working in the field. You're going to be building up our palaces, You're going to be building up our highways of, our cities of gold, okay, of emerald, of carbuncle. Okay, you're going to be building up our palaces, man. You're going to be taking care of our children. Your women going to be breastfeeding, They're going to be taking changing diapers, and they're gonna be doing what they're gonna be doing. They're gonna be taking care of our women. They're gonna be doing their hair and doing their nails and all that shit. They're gonna be servants, cleaning up the toilets and cleaning up the house, man, the palaces and shit like that. That's what you're gonna be there for, man. You ain't gonna be in there equals with us. Okay, because look at how you treat us now. You treat us like we're third-class citizens. Okay, especially here in America. Okay, you're a nigga. You're just a nigga. That's the attitude that you got. You're a dog. Okay, but that's okay because that's what you're supposed to do. That's prophecy. Okay, that's prophecy. Even though it pisses us off and all that shit, it's the will of the Lord, only for a little time. Okay, because you're gonna serve captivity for longer than we are. You're going to be in there for 1,000 years, And then after that time period, you're gonna be destroyed. Esau and these other nations, they're gonna be slaves. Okay, they're still gonna be servants, but we're gonna allow them to go back to their lands and shit and do their thing after that time period. Okay, we're gonna have some mercy on them. After they've served their period, we're gonna kick you in the ass, tell you to go back. You know. Okay, but you're still gonna be serving. You're still gonna be servants. Okay. But that's what you was created to do. Ezekiel 39:14, they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it. After the ends of 7 months shall they search. Okay, so that we're gonna sever men out of continual employment, man. You're gonna be working. You're gonna be working in that field. We're gonna be beating you. Okay. Okay, we're gonna treat you fair, you know. We're gonna treat you fair, but we're still gonna have our fun with you, man. We'll put you in captivity. You ain't gonna be on the phone FaceTiming your wife at home. Hey, honey, I'm okay. Nah, man, you ain't gonna be doing that. Your wife's gonna be in the trenches with you, working. Okay, your little daughter, she gonna be in the trenches. If she ain't somebody's concubine, man. If she has the privilege of being somebody's concubine, man, because that's a privilege to be with an Israelite man. That's a privilege, especially in the kingdom of heaven, man. In the kingdom of heaven, whew. In the kingdom of heaven, if your daughter gets to touch one of us, man, it's going to be a privilege onto them, man. It's going to be an honor for you to be able to deal with one of us, man. Okay? The least Israelite man is going to be like King David, man. Okay? King David was mighty, powerful, rich. That's what King David was, man. The scriptures say the least among you shall be as King David, man. All right? The weakest Israelite, the smallest, lowest Israelite, gonna be like King David, man, mighty, mighty, powerful. The scriptures say King David slayed tens of thousands of people, man. So, yeah, you other nation, man, you ain't got you don't know what's coming to you, man. That's why yesterday we had some Elamite come up there. Well, it looked like an Elamite. He could have gone back to our people because he was listening intently and shit like that. But we don't. I perceive him to be a heathen. Okay. And he was up there listening to our, we were telling him, we were telling him what we were up there doing. And we were breaking things down to him. He's asking questions. He was answering them according to the scriptures. And yeah, these nations they need to hear their judgment. This is their judgment. This is what the Lord has stipulated for them. Okay. In the near future, you're going into captivity. You're going to drink of the cup that we had to drink of. You're going to have to be third-class citizens, second-class citizens. All right. Your rights going to be stripped from you. Your land is going to be taken from you. Your pride is going to be brought low. You ain't going to be telling us what the fuck to do. You ain't going to be cutting our checks and keeping our wages back by fraud no more. All right. You ain't going to be calling us the ugly offscoring of the earth, because that's basically what you say. We ain't the standard of beauty, and we ain't this, we ain't that. Just dance and dribble the ball and shut up. That's gonna be a thing of the past, man. That's gonna be a thing of the past, man. Revelation chapter 21, and let me see. Revelation chapter 21 and verse 19, it says, and the foundation of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was jasper. Okay, so that's the kingdom. This is how wealthy we're gonna be. Jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth a emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardarius, the seventh crystallite, the eighth beryl, the ninth a topaz, the 10th a cryoprasus, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst, and the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Okay, so this is how our kingdom's gonna look, man. Pearls, man. Pearls are precious. They're worth a lot of money. They're worth a lot of money. So our kingdom's gonna be decorated with these kind of things, man. We're gonna be decked out. We ain't gonna be living like you devils live, with concrete everywhere. You know, we're gonna be living in style, man. So like I said, man, these Jake that want to be rich here, man, this ain't nothing. This place ain't nothing compared to what we're gonna receive. This ain't nothing. This place ain't nothing. That's why I titled the video, "Fuck this world." Fuck this world, man. This world ain't shit. Cars in this place, whatever. It's cool for now, but shit ain't nothing. We're gonna have our own. We're gonna have our own lands, chariots, our own women. They ain't touched by no other man and no other nations or nothing. We're gonna have our daughters and our sons in subjection. They're gonna be proper. They ain't gonna be talking back and talking this and doing this and running off and being rebellious and doing everything's gonna be in order, man. Perfect. Everything's gonna be perfect, man. Everything's gonna be perfect, man. Hey, Salaki, hold on. It says it says in Revelation 21:21. It says 12 gates with 12 pearls. Every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold. Yeah, this place is not pure gold. This place we're here now is not pure gold, man. All right. The street of the city was pure gold. Yeah, that's talking about New Jerusalem, the kingdom. So as it was transparent glass, I saw no temple therein, for the Lord God and the Almighty Lamb were the temple of it. All right, because this is the vision that John the Revelator was having. And the city had no need of the sun, neither of the moon shining, for the Lord, the glory of the Lord did lighten it, and the Lamb is the light thereof. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it. And the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor unto it. Yeah, you other nations, you're gonna have to bring you're gonna have to bow. All right. That's why the scriptures say that they're gonna lick the dust up off their feet. These Edomites, these Elamites, these Moabites, all these other nations, they're gonna lick up the dust of thy feet. Okay. They're gonna have to come and bow before us, man. Okay, they're gonna have to come down, bow before the Lord Yahushua and his people. This is why they hate the scriptures, because the scriptures describe what their downfall. The scriptures describe their them going down. Okay, it describes their loss. Of course they're not gonna like it, man, and they're not supposed to like it because it's not for them. It's not for them, man. All right. It says, and the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, nor there shall be no night there, and they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it. You see, so we're gonna have safety, man. We ain't gonna need to be locking our doors and having security systems and alarms and all that shit. We're gonna live deliciously. Okay, we're gonna live good. You're gonna have to watch over your shoulder, worried about you're gonna get stabbed at night or robbed, or somebody's gonna come in there and try to grape you. That shit is gonna be a thing of the past, man. It's gonna be a thing of the past. Only in Esau's weak ass world, where everything's fucked up. You gotta watch out for your life. Okay. It says, and they shall in no wise enter into anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life. So nothing, no wickedness, no more wickedness, man. No more fucking talking shit and all this different nonsense, bro. All this fucking bullshit. This place is just bullshit, man. Yeah, this place is just bullshit, man. It's just a bunch of confusion. There's just a confusion, a bunch of fucking nonsense. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just put up with all this bullshit, man. You know? In our kingdom, everything's gonna be perfect, man. Here ain't nothing perfect. Nothing's fucking perfect. Everything's just, you take what you can and you keep it moving. You know? You're just surviving here. You know, this is why you dudes that's lukewarm and shit like that. Something's wrong with you because you don't want to get out of here. You're comfortable in being a slave. You're comfortable being oppressed. You're comfortable getting the police pulling out fucking weapons on you. You're comfortable getting dragged out there and beat by your own people. You're comfortable being drugged in the mud by a damn heathen and him telling you what to do and him cutting your checks. You're comfortable having these fucking women over you. That's completely disorderly. You know? Yeah, you're comfortable, man. You're comfortable, man, with all these bug outs. Look at all these bug outs, man. You got anybody and everybody has an opinion. Everybody could just be, talk shit and they could say anything. That's why the scripture say the earth shall be quiet before the Lord, because all this murmuring and all this bullshit gonna be done away with, man. The earth shall be quiet. It shall be quiet, man. Isaiah 14 and verse 7, the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. Right now, the earth is not singing, man. Right now, the people are not singing. We're not in a good case. We're not enjoying it, man. We're not full of joy, man. Everything is a worry. Bills and this and that. And, we're not at rest, man. It says, yeah, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no fellow is come up against us. It says, hell from beneath is moved to meet thee at thy coming. Yeah. This devil, he got a lot to pay for, man. And he's going to catch a whole lot of hell. And all you niggas that's joined on to him, especially you women, right? Because you're joined on to this devil. You're joined on to this devil, man. You're gonna pay. That's why it says Micah 7 and 10. She that is my enemy, a shame shall cover her. And she should be tread down like the mire in the streets. Okay? Because most of you are with the devil. Most of you women are with the devil. And that's just the truth. All right. And that's why when I see you niggas that teach you don't never have nothing to say about the woman. You don't have nothing to say about Esau. You don't have nothing to say about, prophecy. You're off. You're going off. Because you're teaching a feel-good doctrine. You're teaching this whole little bullshit. That's not the will of the Lord. That's not the will of the Lord. We're not here to be relationship guru, advice, marriage counselors like Hitch. What does it say in Jeremiah 28? Okay, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many kingdoms. Okay, let me read that. Jeremiah 28 and 7. Nevertheless, hear now just the word that I speak into thine ears and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied against many, both against many countries and against great kingdoms. That's what we're doing now. Of war, of evil, and of pestilence. Okay, so we're talking about war, evil, and pestilence. We ain't talking about, hey, when you're courting, hey, just worry about, blah, 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 blah. That's some bullshit, man. That's some, hey, that's some bullshit. That's what they want to hear. That's what these people want to hear. You're not a man of the Lord. You're a motherfucking you know, you're an alpha male strategies nigga. You're a Stephens Cole dude. You know, you're one of these Grant Cardone type niggas, you know, on the internet. That's what these guys are doing. They come into Israel. They use the names of the Lord to get women and you know all this shit. Hey, look at me. I'm a great righteous man and I'm cutting down a tree with my son. You know, and look at me. I take care of my kid. But in reality, you inside of you, nigga, you're a demon. You're a demon. You're a demon because you're not doing the will of the Lord. You're doing your own thing. You're doing your own fucking thing, acting like you know, acting like you a righteous dude. You know. When in reality, you ain't nothing worse than none of the rest of us out there. And you the same kind of nigga that would talk shit about brothers that's doing the work of the Lord faithfully. And you ain't even out there on the highways and byways. You stuck in the woods some motherfucking where or wherever you at your house doing nothing. You know, on there talking about, hey, you know, the Most High. If you do this, the Most High is gonna bless you like a Christian pastor. The Most High is gonna bless you, man. If you know, oh my God, no scriptures being brought out. No prophecies. You ain't warning the people about nothing. Just telling them what they want to hear, you know. And it comes off like it's nice, and then you got a bunch of other men's women on your page, on your videos, bigging you up and shit. That's off. That's off. And then you answering their DMs and all this shit. You answering their questions and shit. That's wicked. You're not supposed to teach another man's woman, man. That's wicked. If they watch your videos, that's cool, but just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just shut up. And if you have a question, ask your husband. If you have a husband, that's why you're supposed to have a husband. You got a bunch of women that come into Israel with no husbands. Then they stay in Israel. They watch the videos and they have no motherfucking husband. Neither are they seeking one. What are you doing in this truth? And you ain't got no husband. That's a shame onto you. You ain't got no man. You just by yourself. You just by yourself with 4 kids. What kind of shit is this, man? What kind of dysfunctional shit is this? But then you're calling on the name of the Lord. You know, you better hope and pray that he sends you a man, and preferably one that's doing his work the right way. If not, your ass is grass. What you gonna do when all hell breaks loose? You can't call the cops. You can't call the authorities. You can't call your big brother to come get you because that nigga gonna die too. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna call one of these Christian pastors? That nigga gonna die too. He's gonna be in a rough case too because the Lord ain't with him. So what you gonna do? If the Lord's not with you, what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Because all hell is about to break loose, man. We just read it. The prophets prophesied against many great countries of great evils, of war, of evil, and of pestilence, man. That doesn't sound like peace. The prophets of old, the scripts say the spirit of the prophets is subject unto the prophets. The prophets of old, they wasn't coming around talking about, hey guys, let's get together and you know, build up the community. The fucking community is about to be nuked. Hey, yeah, let's get to you know, like a PE teacher, man, or like a teacher in one of these schools, man. You might as well just sign up and be part of the public school system, man. You know, since you care so much, you know, you're such a loving, you know, just go and be a teacher, man, and teach the white man's curriculum because that's basically what you're teaching. Just bullshit. All right. It says verse 9, the prophet which prophesied of peace. When the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord hath truly sent him. So the peace is, we're not in a time of peace, man. 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 We're not in a time of having 17 children. We're not in a time of that, man. The Lord said, woe to you that give suck in those days, man. We're not in a time of having a bunch of popping out a bunch of kids and doing all this different shit. We're not in that fucking time, man. When we're in the kingdom, we can have 100 fucking 200 kids if you want. You got people to take care of them. You got children, you got maids, you got servants, you got all kind of shit. Right now, you barely got enough for yourself, and you want to have all these, you know. Jake want to get married and have all these children, like seven kids, and have a huge fucking family. What you gonna do when the martial law troops and you got to feed 7 kids? You got to feed 8 kids. What you gonna do? You gonna run from the police? You know, you got a bunch of crying kids and shit. You got to take care of them. Oh my God! What are you gonna do? You got to understand what time what kind of time you in. This is why the truth is so important. Okay, because most people got their head up their ass. They're not considering the time. The scriptures say, "Be circumspect." Ephesians 5:15. Be ye circumspect, redeeming the time, for the days are evil. The Lord said the days are evil, not good. The days are evil. They're not good. When the Lord came on the scene, he said, I came to send, I did not come to send peace on the earth. I came to send a sword. Does that sound like an environment for a kid? Does that sound like an environment for you to be a family man? That doesn't sound like an environment for you to be, for you to raise up your son so he could go to soccer practice. I don't even like using that word, soccer. Football. All right, that's an American shit. American football. They don't even kick the ball with their foot. Only a fucking field goal and a point after. This is to show you this place is backwards, man. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get that. The Lord came for division. Think not that I came to send peace on earth. The Lord did not come here to send peace on the earth. He came with the sword, man. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 33. Whosoever shall deny me before men, him also will I deny before my Father, which is in heaven. Think not that I come to send peace on the earth. These are the Lord's words, because they're in red. I came not to send peace on the earth, and I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I've come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And man's foe shall be they of his own household. And he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. And he that findeth his life shall lose it. Yeah, you're trying to be a you got your farm, you got your woman, you got everything. You know, you got your car, you got your good job. You found your life. You're comfortable. That's why you're not teaching the way we do. You're not teaching but the way the real men of the Lord teach. This is why you're not doing. You're in the bag. You're chilling. You're comfortable. You know, you're getting admiration and praise from men. That's another thing. The reason why nobody's praising us and they're talking shit and they're doing all this stuff is because we're coming with the truth. Okay, so you found your life in this place. This is why you teach the way that you teach. If you could call what you do teaching, you know, guys like you, guys like you know, like these Christian guys, you know, like these other Israelite groups outside of the Apostles, Great Millstone, and the brothers like us, you know, outside of us. The rest, most of you guys, you teach just like that, because you're not the men of the Lord that's coming back. You're not those prophets of old. You're not the 12. You're not Jeremiah. You're not Isaiah coming back here in reincarnation, because a lot of you don't even teach reincarnation. A lot of you don't even teach the mark of the beast, which is the microchip. A lot of you don't even teach who Esau is. You don't even teach who the 12 tribes are. All you worried about is the woman. All you worried about is being, you know what I'm saying? That's all you worried about, man. All you worried about is yeah, spiritual man. What the fuck you know about a spiritual man, man? You don't know nothing about that. Just go back into the world, man, because that's where you belong. You belong in the fucking world. All right? You're not taking up your cross and following after the Lord. You know, you're trying to justify yourself. You're trying to big yourself up. The Lord made himself of no reputation, man. The Lord made himself of no reputation. When he came on the scene, he was humble. He was lowly. You know what I'm saying? And he was out there working. He wasn't out there fucking doing no bullshit, trying to get praise and shit. Because he was telling it how it was. And this is why he was hated and eventually put on that cross. Because he was talking too much. He was saying too much truth. He was too hot. He was too controversial. He was ruffling too much feathers. And that's how we come. You know? You ain't ruffling no feathers. You ain't doing none of that. All right? Because you're of the world. You're not of this truth. You're not of the Lord. Matthew 10 and 39 says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. Right? So we're losing our life in order to find it. Okay? A nigga that's trying to gain his life is trying to do everything in this world to try to, you know, prosper, you know, because he thinks this world is going to continue. Like, we're going to be here in the year 2060, and you're going to be 50 some years old with a cane, or you know, however old, man, you know, with grandchildren, and they're going to grow up to be homosexuals and lesbians and degenerates. The scriptures say, desire not a multitude of unprofitable children. The generations that come after this is going to be unprofitable children, a bunch of unprofitable children. They're not going to keep the laws of the Most High. They're not going to do the things that they're supposed to be doing. They're going to be doing all kind of abominations, partying it up, living la vida loca. Okay. Until this place, until, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's not going to allow this shit to keep going. The Eve generation gets worse and 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 worse. Fatter, lazier, unproductive, just unproductive. Look at these heathen nations, man. Look at the heathens. The heathens got their, you know what I'm saying? The little girl, boy, they be 4 years old. They're doing calculus and shit. What the fuck are our people doing, man? They're in there stuffing their face with Twinkies, doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Getting fucking just nothing, doing nothing, shooting themselves. 7 years old, shooting their parents. You know what I'm saying? You know, little niggas like DDG. I want to kill man and kill me. Do you see a heathen doing that shit? They don't do that. They don't do that nonsense, man. They don't do that. They don't do that. They're not the laughing stock of the earth. The other nations look at us and they see a bunch of idiots. They see a bunch of monkeys dysfunctional. This is why they don't want you to deal with their daughters, man. Because they don't want their fucking their children to be polluted with your bullshit. I wouldn't want that either, man. I understand. I understand. I wouldn't want no prison nigga coming up there and popping my daughter and smashing her. And she's gonna end up a whore, man, with a bunch of diseases and all kind of shit, man. Miserable. Probably commit suicide because you wasn't there to put your fucking foot down. The heathen, man, they may be heathen and shit like that, but they got fucking order in their place, man. They got order, man. And they respect it. The woman doing what she's doing, the woman ain't gonna go out there and trick off on the man. She ain't gonna do that. You go to China, the woman is she's shamefaced. She ain't yesterday, man. Oh my goodness. Yesterday we was teaching this one Latina bitch. She's out the window. She's out the window of her car. You know, like she's in Copacabana or some shit, man. It's freezing outside, and you got Israelite women, black woman, Latina woman with fucking short skirts on, man. Freezing. We out there freezing. I'm a grown man, 250 pounds, grown man. You know what I'm saying? I'm freezing. These women out there, short heels showing their feet, showing their, you know, they got these short heels on. They got, you know, they got their tits out, you know. It's ridiculous, man. And then they get mad when somebody grabs them up and does something to them. This is the reality of the world, man. And pretty soon, everything's gonna get real out here, man. Pretty soon, everything's gonna get real out here, man. You're gonna be forced to cover up. You're gonna be forced to move in silence. You're gonna be forced to, you know what I'm saying, seek a man. You're gonna be forced to do all this shit. Right now, I don't need a man. I got 911, and I got the government. I got this government program. I got that government program. I got OnlyFans. I got all these simps trying to cater to me. You know, this shit is gonna be out the window. And them same simps are gonna turn into your predators, man. They're gonna come after you and get, because a lot of you string them along and shit. You know, you go on dates with them, and you don't give them shit. You just like get a free meal out of them and shit, and just, you know, oh, yeah, click. This guy's gonna be gone by tomorrow. You know, he's gone by tomorrow. You know, you just use the one nigga to make the other nigga jealous, and then you use that nigga to pay this bill, and then you use the other nigga to pay that bill, the phone bill. You got one nigga for this, one nigga for that, the car payment, and then you got another nigga that takes you to work. Yeah, and that's our women. The white women don't do that shit. The white women don't do that shit. The Edomite woman, Elam, they don't do that shit. You see the Ishmaelite woman, the woman from the Middle East. You know, the Arab woman, they covered up head to toe. They got their fucking nose covered. And they look at you women like you. What is wrong with these bitches? They ain't going to say nothing because they're nice. They're humble. They're quiet. They're not going to get in a fight, in a ghetto fight with you. They're not going to raise their fucking voices and do none of that shit because they're gentle. But they look at you. They see you. The other nations see you. And you bring shame to the nation, man. You bring shame. Just like, hey, I mean, look at the men are just fucked up too. But the scriptures say the woman is the beginning of sin. And through her, we all die. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay? The women are trying to be men and the men are trying to be women. Everything's out of order. You know? Everything's completely out of order, man. And if you're a righteous man, you claim you believe in God, claim you believe, you're supposed to be angry and pissed off at this. If you're not, then you ain't got a righteous bone in your body. You're a wicked, evil nigga. Oh, just chill, just calm down. It's not that bad, Shut the fuck up, man. You queer. You're the reason why we're in a problem. We're in a condition that we're in. Any of you niggas, you weak niggas that got that kind of mentality, you're gonna die. You're gonna die, man. You're gonna be destroyed. Okay? You're gonna be destroyed, man, because you got a weak mentality. You're the reason why we're in the predicament that we're in. You're the reason why we're suffering. You're the reason why these other nations walk all over us like we ain't shit. You've allowed this devil to seduce you, to destroy you, to turn you into nothing. Look at our nation, nothing, living in the ghetto, the slums, just fucked up, man. Infested with all kind of diseases, poverty. It's just sick, man. It's sick, man. It's a goddamn shame. It's a goddamn shame, man. Hey, Lord, thank the Most High that He has mercy and He has a remnant left over. Because if not, we would have all been destroyed. We would have all been destroyed, and Esau would have just took over the earth, and we would have been here all fucking robots. We would have all been here just living in some cyberpunk shit with tubes stuck up our asses. That's what would have happened, man. But thank the Most High, He had mercy, and he left behind a remnant according to the grace, according to the knowledge, according to the scriptures, man. He left behind a remnant. Okay, He left behind a righteous group of men. You know what I'm saying? That our nation may not be destroyed, because through them the nation is gonna be saved. All right, thank the Most High, man. Thank the Most High for that, man. Because the rest of you fucking niggas, you ain't worth a goddamn. You ain't worth nothing. I mean, the Lord wipe you niggas away and start over, with the elect. Fucking niggas are useless, man. Okay, so Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. It says, it shall come to pass. Okay, verse 7. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, against the man that is my fellow. Saith the Lord of hosts, smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. I will turn my hand upon the little ones. Okay, so when you don't have true men, true leadership, true authority, you have a bunch of scattering. You have a bunch of disorder. You have a bunch of bullshit going on. You have a bunch of just disorderly lawlessness. That's what it says. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered. Okay, and the chief shepherd is Yahushua. Okay, it says, I will turn mine hand upon the little ones, and it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off. That's where you get 2/3 from. All right, right here. Okay, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. Okay, what's the third part? The 1/3 that's going to be delivered up out of America. Okay, and the other parts of the world, but mainly here in America, because this is the #1 place of judgment. Okay, not Thailand, not Vietnam, not Australia. Okay, but America. This is why you see all these different camps of brothers here in America. For the most part, you got GMS Australia, you got GMS Germany, you got certain brothers in Tanzania, and these, but those are little, a couple here and there, Nigeria, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. Okay, but the majority are here in America. This is where the truth came out of. New York, right? One West, the commandment keepers before them, Abba Bivens, all the way down to what you see today, the Apostle Great Millstone, and these other different Israelite groups, even though most of them are not teaching the whole truth, but they're still teaching that we're Israel, which is somewhat good. But at the end of the day, we don't deal with them because they're half, and the Lord deals with full truth. So that's why we only deal with the Apostle Great Millstone and brothers like-minded. If you teaching some bullshit like Esau can make it, that you ain't a brother. If you're teaching some bullshit like the mark of the beast is spiritual, it's not the charagma, you're not a brother. You're not a true prophet of the Lord. Okay, if you're teaching some bullshit like a camp counselor, you are not a true man of the Lord. You're a fucking phony. All right, you're a fucking half-ass phony. You might as well just be a Christian. All right, which not the real Christian, because the real Christians are, the brothers. Doesn't mean a follower of the anointed. But you might as well just go into the world. Okay. Anyways, it says Zechariah 13:8. All right, it says, the saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off. So like I said, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined. And I will try them as gold is tried, and they shall call on my name. So you're supposed to know the name. All right, Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. I will hear them, and I will say, it is my people. And they shall say, the Lord is my God. Okay, so who the only ones that's calling on the true name? Okay, that's the Israelites. Because you got some Israelites that ain't even calling on the name, the Israel of the Most High. That is, because you got you got a scripture that says in Romans, right? It says not all Israel is of Israel. All right, so you got some people like IUIC, they're teaching Most High Christ bless. That's not the name of the Lord. It's not Jesus Christ. It's not God or Jehovah. Okay, the Lord has one name. The scripture says there's one name under heaven whereby we must be saved. Okay, there's one name under heaven. Acts 4:12 says, neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name under heaven given among men whereby we must be saved. There's no other name. There's no other name. There's only one name. There's only one faith, one baptism, one truth. If you come in another spirit, your ass is off. We ain't having no dealings with you. Okay? We ain't having no dealings with you. The scripture say, be not partakers of another man's sins. So, shit ain't got nothing to do with us. We ain't fuck you. Okay? That's the attitude. You know what I'm saying? That's the response. If you come in with some other bullshit, you talking about Cornelius is not an Israelite. You're saying that that these other nations could be saved, the Gentiles, or these other nations could be saved. You're wicked. That's wickedness. Okay. So yeah, there's only one name underneath the heaven whereby we must be saved. But hey, the Spirit had me go, for a little longer than I wanted to, man. But that's how it goes sometimes, man. That's how it goes sometimes, man. Okay, but yeah, like once again, fuck this world. Okay, and may the Lord destroy America, man. May the Lord destroy Babylon. Okay, or Babel. That's what Babel is. Destroy Babylon. Confusion. Okay, because this place will be destroyed in our lifetimes. Okay, and the so-called white man will be taken out of rulership. So-called white man will be taken out of rulership because he got this place by deceit, and he touched the apple of the Lord's eye, and he was prophesied to go into slavery. It says Sirach 3:10 and verse 7. Pride is hateful before the Most High, and man by both doth one commit iniquity. And this devil is the most proud. That's why it says in Isaiah 47 that this devil, it says, come sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Nobody has touched this place. Okay, nobody has touched this place. Nobody has been invaded this place. Okay, so America's gonna be invaded. The scriptures say the chariots, the ships of the Most High shall enter into the house of the thief. Zechariah 5:1. Okay, this is the curse that goes before the face of the whole earth. Okay, because the chariots gonna cover the face of the earth, and they gonna enter into the house of the thief, which is America. Okay, it says verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Okay, because of unrighteous dealings, this devil deal unrighteously. Okay, every law he put on the books is some unrighteous bullshit. But then he'll give gays protections. Okay, he'll give pedophiles protections. But then he'll make a man an offender for a word. He'll say that we're anti so-called Semitic. Okay, which is some bullshit. Well, we're the true Jews. We're the true Israelites, not them small headers over there calling themselves calling themselves the people. Because of unrighteous dealings and injuries and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. So what's that transition going to be? Esau, the scripture saying 2 Ezra 6:9, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. After Esau goes down, where the kingdom is going to be translated onto us. It's not going to be the Chinese. Everybody think, oh, the Chinese going to rule next. Or the Chinese, China, Russia, you know. Scripture say one that has not been thought has worn the crown, right? Not been thought has worn. Okay. This is Sirach 11 and verse 5. Many kings have sat down on the ground. Right now we're sitting down on the ground, right? And one that was never thought of have worn the crown. Many mighty men have been greatly disgraced, and the honorable delivered into other men's hands. So we're the honorable being delivered into other men's hands, man. Okay. One that was never thought of have worn the crown. We're not thought of as, oh, the people not saying, oh, the Israelites are going to rule next. The so-called blacks, Latinos, Americans. Nobody's saying that. Only us. Ain't nobody professing that. Ain't nobody proclaiming that. Who's saying that? Us. We're saying that, man. We're the only ones that's saying that. Okay. Man, so yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. So let me wrap up with Jeremiah chapter 30. Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 10. It says, therefore, fear not, O my servant Jacob, saith the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. We ain't gonna be afraid. We're gonna be good. Okay, nobody's gonna come and grab us up no more and put us in slavery and take our women from us and take this and that and oppress this and do this shit. Nah, no more. For lo, I am with thee, saith the Lord, to save thee, though I make a full end of all the nations whither I have scattered thee. Yet, well, yeah, because there's not gonna be no more China. There's not gonna be no more Russia. There's not gonna be no more Iran. There's not gonna be no more USA, America. There's not gonna be. The Lord's gonna make all the end of all these nations, man. They're gonna be done away with. Okay, but I will correct thee in measure. It says, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and I will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Yeah, the Lord still got to put you in slavery, right? Because you sinned and you did wickedness, right? That's what he's saying. For thus saith the Lord, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee, and they seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, and with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins have increased. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity, because they have sinned against thee. Because their sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee, because your sins have increased. Here's why we tell you people, get right, get right, get right. Stop doing this wickedness. Turn back to the Heavenly Father. All right. Because the more your sins increase, the more the Lord's gonna fuck you up, man. Okay, the scripture say, lest ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish, man. Okay, verse 16 says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. Okay, that's slavery. All your enemies gonna go into slavery, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Hey, we're gonna be restored to health, man. We're gonna be living good, man. We're gonna be living good. We're restored to health, and we ain't never gonna die. Okay, this is why Esau wants his birthright back, but you ain't getting shit back. The only thing you're gonna get is slavery. It says, verse 18, thus saith the Lord, behold, I'll bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling place, and the city shall be built up upon her heaps, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof, and out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry, and I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. It says, yeah, because we're gonna grow in numbers. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small, and their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me, and I will punish all that oppress them, and their nobles shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed from the midst of them. Yeah, we're not gonna have no heathens ruling over us, man. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is he that engaged his heart to approach unto me, saith the Lord? And ye shall be my people, and I'll be your God. Behold, the whirlwind of the Lord goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with the pain upon the head of the wicked. All right, who's the head of the wicked? Amalek. Amalek is the head of the wicked, the so-called Jew, the small hatter. Okay. So the fierce anger of the Lord shall not return until he hath done it, until he hath performed the intent of his heart. In the latter days you shall consider it, man. So we're in that time, and that's what we're considering, man. But with that, call halayim la Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Ba'ashem, Kakodash, myself, Apostle Great Millstone, peace and mercy to the elect. Shalom.